All right, everybody, welcome into Bumps and Bruises with Sonny and Sir Mo here on Sunday morning / afternoon. Welcome into the show as we are all set to go into our second episode of this one. And last week got a lot of great feedback about the show. I appreciate it. Guys, you get the opportunity as well. If you want to make a statement, if you want to ask a question or do some of our guests or whatever the case may be, you can do so by just chatting it up there on the side there. If you put a message in the chat, I can put up your message just like this. And, the Trey Mack, the legend in his own mind, giving us a listen here, and I'll put your questions up. So if you do have questions, if you type them up and put them up into the comment section, we'll bring those questions on. Now, this is one of these crazy things that are happening right now because of what's going on in the world. The pandemic is slowing everybody down. It's stopping us, but it didn't stop this show. So in turn, this show is going to bring you some things, but now we're just going to add on more things and put some things together for you. And that's the important part of what this show is all about with the Bumps and Bruises. Unfortunately, my co-host, that being Sir Mo, the proprietor of Sora Championship Wrestling, could not be with us because of the fact that he was on a GPS internet and not a home GPS, so we could not be able to bring that to you, him to you. That having been said, it doesn't mean that we can't hear from Sir Mo. In fact, I've got a little message from Sir Mo that we're going to go ahead and play. So, you don't forget that he is there. And that's the big one. So you don't want to forget that he's there. Let's do this. Let's bring in Sir Mo here. Let's see what he has to say. And let's see. Hopefully that is working. Push the button. We'll see what he says.
So I've been cutting comedic promos and doing some really silly crap here the last couple of days. But this video that I'm doing right now, this is some straight up serious bull crap right here. I got something I need to get out of my chest. I'm gonna get it out of my chest right now. And if anybody gets offended by it or don't want to hear it, just simply unfriend me or whatever. But I'm gonna say this. Back in February, that punk ass DAnthonee Smiley and his gay friend Ty Wilson dropped me on my head, and I've been suffering migraine headaches ever since then. Now, right now we quarantined, we locked in, we shut in like, we like some brothers standing on the corner selling dope and got 50 years for a dime bag. That's how shut in tight we are right now because of this pandemic. But the whole time I'm sitting here and I'm going stir crazy, about to lose my damn mind. The only thing I can think of is that punk ass Ty Wilson and that wannabe street prophet, should I say, DAnthonee Smiley. I ain't forgot you guys, boys. I ain't forgot what y'all done to me. As a matter of fact, you see where I come from, we likes to hurt people. We like to get them where it hurts the most. You see, Ty Wilson, DAnthonee Smiley. I'm going to get at y'all real soon. But I'm going to start at the bottom and work my way to the top. The bottom is, DAnthonee, I hear your old man, your pops, know how to cook some stuff on the grill. I'm going to pay him a visit first. He gonna cook me some fried chicken. Might smoke me some ribs. Cook me a brisket. And if he don't do it willingly, something's gonna happen to him. You understand? You see, you guys made this personal. Y'all went beyond wrestling. See, I'm not even thinking wrestling anymore. You know what I mean? You got the corona, you got the corona line virus going on, killing folks. We might not even be here when this thing is over with. So, because I'm an impatient man, and I want satisfaction, and I want revenge right now, I can't get to you, DAnthonee Smiley, or you at punk Ty Wilson. but I know where your daddy live. I know where your family live. And I know why. You know why I know where they live? I know where they live. And you know I can go by their house anytime. You know why? Because they're quarantined too. They're locked in and shut in just like me. Unfortunately, I break the rules, boys. Because it ain't about wrestling no more. You tried to take me out. You tried to hurt me. You took food off my table. Now I'm going to take something from you. I hope y'all sleep well tonight. Might wake up to some bad news in the morning. Peace out, punks.
There is Sir Mo giving some warning to the radical athletes, Ty Wilson, as well as Dante Smiley, just letting them know that he hasn't forgot about what is going on. Is our co-host here. Unfortunately, again, could not be here because of the situation with not having the proper internet to get on here. That having been said, let's just put some things out there right now. Don't forget, if you happen to be in Claiborne, April 18th, or you want to drive down there and you want some wrestling action, how about the first drive-in wrestling show ever? They're going to put a ring in a parking lot, and you're going to park your cars around the ring so you can watch the game, so you can watch the action and still be within the rules. And hopefully they won't shut that down. Make sure you get the opportunity to check that out. So it's in Claiborne, Texas, and it's at the Kimberly, the Academy over there. Check out SOAR Championship Wrestling for updates as far as that is concerned, and get the address to head on over there. It's Kaufman Academy. That's what it was. So make sure you get an opportunity to do that. Check that out. Also, don't forget about the big one in the summer. It's the Summer Super Showdown that happens at the Richardson Civic Center on June 26th. Don't forget about it, because we had a great SOAR Mania over there. Now they want us back. We want to be over there. It's going to be awesome. Yes, the Kaufman Academy. Thank you. So make sure you check out the Saturday show, the Super Saturday show over at the other location right there at the Richard Civic Center. Now, that having been said, we need to get on to the show, because I got a guest that's going to be coming up, but we got some things that we're going to put out there first, okay? Something for you to look at as far as that is concerned. I also later on have a message from Nate the Great Lawson. He's going to be looking at the radical athletes as well. It's got a message for them. Also, a little bit later on in the show, how about the Anthony Price is going to be joining us, as well as the Summit. Jose Osei going to be here as well a little bit later on in the show. Now, what I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to kick you into a great match that happened. A match that was really put in place in reality when we got set for what is going on right now. And our next guest that's going to be coming up, I'll give you that in a moment. But that being said, I'm going to shoot you over to this one, because, guys, this was a great match. Then another message, and I'll bring in our first guest. Take a look at this. This is fantastic. Oh, hold on. I messed that up. So let's go back here. My bad. All right. Let's try this one more time. Hit that button, then this button, then this button, then this one. All right. Seeing what he can find. There's nothing there. We'll start her over. And Gotti now looking for more toys underneath the ring, seeing what he can find. There's nothing there. Evidently, he's looking for something specific.
Well, I mean, really, who puts chairs underneath the ring?
Oh, there's another one.
Apparently we do.
Definitely.
Who knew?
Another one, another chair being brought in by Gotti, and you've seen what kind of damage Gotti did to Fleming last time he had one of these steel chairs in his hands.
Referee, if you were smart, which I debate, just stop it right now. Come on, no man's worth this.
Shot to the gut. Gotti setting up the back with the chair. He is calling this shot.
Oh, home run.
Man.
Oh, my God.
Oh, and you
Back, gone.
You could just feel that all the way over here. And there's I guess that was a very unique pin with the chair to the neck, but the shoulders were down.
He's not done with him. He's going to sit down and teach him a lesson.
I will say this. He is toying right now with Fleming. There's no question about that as he sets up yet another chair in the middle of the ring.
He's just decorating. You know, the ring was missing a little touch.
It's not Christmas yet.
Yet.
There comes Fleming trying to fight back out of there. Gotti goes right to the eyes. The equalizer that is. And then he just rakes it. And Fleming now sitting in the chairs that were set up in the ring by Gotti. And Gotti gets him out of those chairs, and he's setting him up for the power bomb on both of them right now.
It's over.
This could be it.
You know,
here's the setup, and kicking back is Fleming out of the spot. That back elbow, sitting Fleming back in the chair. Gotti waiting for it. Off of the ropes. Picked up.
That's not right.
Gotti threw both of the metal chairs.
Can Dean Fleming really be proud of that? He sent him through 2 chairs.
Of course he can be proud of it. That's what he's supposed to do, because that would have happened to Fleming if it was on the other way around.
Oh, wow.
So Fleming now with a little advantage, if he can take advantage of it, he's taking some severe shots to the back with those steel chairs. Everybody trying to get their breath, both Gotti and Fleming in the separate corners. And Fleming trying to move, trying to get up. Oh, you can see it. It's coming. It's the adrenaline pumping from both of these warriors in the middle of this ring. Here they come. They're coming hands and knees to the middle of the ring.
This kind of reminds me of Piper and Mr. T.
Head to head. Back up to their feet are both of them. Now here comes the back and forth of the forearms. Gotti now taking Fleming into the corner. Shoulder tackles. Taking all the air out of Fleming.
Next fall wins. So we'll see what happens here, folks.
Snapmare on the other side by Gotti. He was trying to set up the kick. Instead, knee missed. Roll up by Fleming. There's the 2 and almost gets the 3. Back out is Gotti. Roll up by Gotti for a 2 from Fleming. Holy smoke. Back and forth here is amazing. Gotti with the head of steam into the corner takes out Fleming, but Fleming gives a shot to Gotti to the midsection. Now here comes Fleming. Gets the
obviously schooled that move.
Yeah, definitely. Scouted that one set.
Oh my God.
Crushing finale in the middle of the ring, and he cannot take advantage of it. He better move quick, because if you give Gotti too much time, he's going to kick right on out of this one. And there it is, 1, 2, and that's exactly what happened.
You waited way too long. Way too long. That could be it for Dean, though. He's like, what else do I got to do to beat this guy?
Well, I think the fact that Lou Gotti's probably thinking the same thing. We've seen shades of this by a WWE wrestler.
Yeah, Dolph Ziggler.
1 or 2. Dolph Ziggler. Maybe Shawn Michaels. Kick is blocked by Gotti. Gotti turns him around. Kick to the midsection. Picks him up.
Oh, it's over.
Into the back. This could be it. Here comes the cover. 2. Kick out by Fleming.
Oh, that barely got his shoulder up out of that one.
What a match here in the 3rd match of the best of 3. Gotti right now, though, able to get to his knees. Fleming still on his back. Oh, he's got that chair. It was right there. And Fleming rolling over. And Gotti is now set. I thought he was going to measure it. Instead, he sets up the
He needs to
chair.
take a seat for a second. He's sit back and think, okay, what do I need to do?
That chair is jacked. He's trying to get it to work. Instead, he's going to set it up in the middle of the ring. It looks like he's going to try to plant Dean Fleming on it.
You know, a nice DDT here would probably finish the job here.
Here's the pickup, throw into the ropes. Gotti picks him up. He wanted to flip him over with the shoulders, and Fleming
both another idea.
Yeah, knee to the now set up. There's the chicken.
That's it.
The punishment that these men are taking.
Just be done with it.
Here comes the 1, 2, and that's gonna kick out by Fleming.
Isn't there a mercy rule here or something?
You would think, but the best of 3. Fleming says,
I think a little referee discretion should be advised here right now.
Let's go, D.
Well, we got a Dean Fleming fan.
She wasn't saying that 6 months ago.
So, Gotti talking to the chair. Like,
well, if the chair talks back, he's got a problem.
Yeah, I think he's saying, "You're my friend. Let's take him out." And Gotti setting up Fleming right now.
It's over. Here we go.
Full Nelson in the middle. He can't get his hand set. He was going to put him on it, but face first into
right on top of the chair,
and took out Bones' knee.
Well, thank God for that.
Bones is going to have to walk this one off. But both men are down in the middle of the ring after the move. Fleming going to try to get Gotti, trying to roll him to get the 1, 2, 3. Here's the cover. Kick out by Gotti.
I'm exhausted.
I am too.
Need a hot dog.
I've already bought you 2 hot dogs.
What's
tonight.
2 more?
Yeah, it's $7. What it is
for these hot dogs?
Hey, for those hot dogs.
How much mustard you get?
I gave you all of it.
That's why it was $7.
Yeah, there you go. It was the condiments. Yeah,
yes.
That was it. The condiments made it the price it was. All right, both men to the middle of the ring on their feet.
Oh,
Gotti with the shot.
1 punch.
Here comes Fleming.
Another punch.
Back to Gotti. And he's just calling. They're just calling for it. Look at the haymakers being thrown in the middle of this ring. Holy smoke! There's Fleming again. Gotti right back again. Fleming says, "I'll answer you." Gotti back, back, forth, back, forth, back, forth. Holy smoke!
Okay.
It has turned into a brawl.
And a poke to the eye is always the equalizer.
Definitely.
And a low blow.
And the 2 below on the Fleming. And Gotti is enjoying his work. He's sitting up. Fleming gets out of the work. Turns it around. Here's the roll-up. 1, 2. Only a 2 count, according to Bones. There's a shot to the midsection by Gotti. Gotti looking to probably go off of those ropes. Here he comes. Turning around. Fleming follows him. Turn around, pick up. Bulldog in the middle. Gotti is lost. There's the shot to the chin. Fleming stone crushing.
Oh, my God.
Top of his head. Here comes the cover by Fleming. 1, 2, 3. You got a new champion.
New winner. And new Sword Heavyweight Champion.
Winning isn't everything. It's the only thing.
Dean Fleming regains the Sword World Heavyweight Championship, and I gotta give it to Gotti. He came and he did it one-on-one based on the rules that were set. Here comes Kristopher Haiden. Congratulate Dean Fleming on the championship. Here comes the Bumps and Bruises Academy as the Sword World Heavyweight Championship comes back to Soar and is out of the hands of the DFW All-Pro Wrestling Academy. Congratulations to Dean Fleming. So there you go. It was back in the day. It was at the Gotti effect where the brand new sore heavyweight champion was brought back. Up on top, that was Dean Fleming. Now, things have changed without question. Things have changed as far as that relationship is concerned, without question. So, what has changed? Let's find out. Let's see what. Oh, wrong one. I'm trying to get better at this, and I'm not doing as good as I wanted. Hit this button. Let's try this one more time. Let's see. There is a message from Dean Fleming regarding this situation. Take a look at this. And he just gave us. There's Nathan Gray.
Wait a minute.
It's not the one. The technical difficulties that happen when I'm trying to do three things at once and I'm not good at. All right, so let me hit this, hit that. All right, there it is. All right, here's a message from Dean Fleming regarding the current situation. This. Well, now they're both out. What?
What?
There's the handshake.
Don't trust him, Dean.
You got to trust.
Colors again, my motivation and no pals wanting to defend, doing the honor of coming back home again. No explanation will matter after doing it again. I'm not the darkest joy, I'm that's buried within my true vocation, and I'm my unfortunate friend. You will discover more while you're unable to win. I'll have you know that I've become indestructible. Determination and less incorruptible. From the underside of terror to the whole annihilation will become unavoidable. Every broken enemy will know that there are bullets that are invincible. Take a last look around all your own life. I'm an indestructible master of war. Another reason, another cause for me to fight. Another fuse uncovered now for me to light. My dedication to one that loves, one to protect. I carry out my orders without a regret. My declaration.
All right, now that we got the technical difficulties out of the way, now let's bring on the guy that Dean Fleming's got a lot of words for. There he is. It's Kristopher Haiden, the former North American champion himself in his own right. How you doing today, Chris?
I'm good, man. Assuming you can hear me.
I got you good. Look, they got you. It looks like you're in the baby's room. By the way, how is the little
No. I'm in my man cave right now. I know I got a blue wall behind me. It was painted like that when we moved in. I just didn't change it.
Got it. So how is the little one, by the way? Congratulations. We haven't had a chance to talk about that.
She's good. She's a lot better than, probably most babies out there because she's my kid.
Hey, if you got the relation, you got the blood from Kristopher Haiden. Now, Kristopher, there's a lot of things going on. You saw the video earlier, the Luke Gotti match, and everything seemed to be good at that point. And then we saw the kind of little bit of message coming from Dean Fleming. You two have been through a lot.
I'm gonna interrupt you here. Was everything good at that point, Sonny? I mean, ask yourself that. Was truly everything really good between, Dean might have thought everything was really good at that point. But think about this. Think about this going back to when he first won that championship title. I explained this last month, and I'll explain it again. When he won that title, he changed. It wasn't us. We didn't change. He changed. He won that title, and all of a sudden, everybody else in the winner's circle, we were below.
Got it now. you were talking about the winner circle. Let's go there really quick. You had Prince Adam, yourself, as well as Persia, and all working together with Dean Fleming. That's where you're saying the changes were after he won that championship belt. But you made mention, if I'm not mistaken, that you were wondering about where was your opportunity? Where was your chance to be able to, get an opportunity to, gain that belt yourself?
Yeah, I mean, it's not rocket science, I mean, like, we were truly best friends there. I mean, it's all there was to it. And, regardless of what he may say or think, if it wasn't for me, he would have never won that championship in the first place. And then, what do you do, man? You can't offer your best friend a title match. Like, I mean, I lose the North American title, and I mean, where was he when I lost that? He was nowhere to be found. You know why? Because he had his head so far up his own ass, he was too worried about himself to worry about any of us. I saw it. Nobody else did. Adam saw it.
Yep.
So, I mean, man, this has just been a long time coming.
Well, and same thing happened to Prince Adam. According, he loses his championship, you lose your championship, and yet, that was the biggest question. Where was Dean Fleming in the situation? And we even seen a video where Prince Adam was asking about where he was at that situation when he lost the belt back a couple of months ago.
Yeah, believe me, I was there. I know.
Yep. All right, so the big question here is what's in the future? I mean, we saw the video, we saw if you want to call it a warning regarding what's going on, bringing in, an opportunity to get back at you, but you want a fair and square, straight up match, I think, probably for the Soar Heavyweight Championship, if I'm not mistaken.
No, at this point, I think I delivered my message last month when I curb stomped Dean's head into a steel chair twice in a row. The way I look at it is, yeah, he wants to put up a little video, but has anybody really seen Dean? No, we saw a little package video. Have we seen him? Have we heard from him since then? Nobody's seen him. Nobody knows what kind of condition he's in. The way I look at it, next week, when we're all going to be, thinking about the most awkward WrestleMania of all time happening next weekend, I should have been getting rewarded the championship title because I guarantee that piece of crap can't defend it.
So what do you have in store for him? Are you looking at a one-on-one, or do you have something in the back, in the back of your mind that might come to play and may not end up being a one-on-one?
I mean, it's simple. I put him out of action. Yeah, like I said, he wants to post his little package video and whatnot, saying that he won't forget, but none of us know if he's really 100%. Dean, do the right thing. If you're not 100%, just hand over the title. It's that simple. Hand it over. Hand over, you're done with the winner's circle. Make this easy on yourself, and I don't have to put you in a hospital next time.
Interestingly enough, you mentioned the winner circle. Is there another group, another forming that maybe that you'll be heading, or are you going to just ride this thing solo through this whole thing?
Me and Adam are boys. Me, Adam, Eli, I mean, we're boys, man. I guess you're just going to have to wait and see.
So we'll have to check that out. We'll see where it hands out. He is Kristopher Haiden. You're ready for Dean Fleming when we get out of this. By the way, what have you been doing to keep yourself busy during this time where they got you under lockdown, since we can't do anything?
Yeah, that's, I mean, been sitting back on my couch watching movies. I mean, really not much you can do.
Yeah.
I mean, it sucks. My fist is losing its callus over here because I haven't punched anybody in the face in about a month. So, I mean, but, man, I can go out there and start punching anybody who coughs in my direction, man. Maybe take out this COVID thing by hand.
Definitely. So he is Kristopher, keeping yourself busy and rolling through it. We'll keep in touch. If you have anything to let me know about, we will. Lots of people, though, are talking up there up on the side. It looks like Dexter Hardaway saying that you're definitely a winner, keeping you out there.
Dex.
Yeah. And
Hashtag Dexter.
that star, and then of course you got that, and the Vanilla Gorilla's out there. He says, "How long?" He's got a question for you. He's asking, "How long are you going to be a punk with these sneak attacks?" That's coming from the Vanilla Gorilla.
Well, Vanilla Gorilla, you got a problem with it. Why don't you come do something about it?
There you go. So he's getting it, and there it is. And obviously the legend in his own mind, that being Trey Mack, has a lot to say about it. And get it. And the Winner Circle kicked it out. So you gonna rename the Winner Circle or anything, or yeah? How you go? There you go.
I mean, again, man, this is all it's a work in progress right now. I know I got my boys behind me, and we're just gonna see where the road takes us.
He is Kristopher Haiden. He is the former North American heavyweight champion, wants to be the SOAR world heavyweight champion.
Spoiler alert, future SOAR heavyweight champion.
There it is. Plus all the other championships that you held. I didn't mean to disrespect you, but holding many championships in the past. He's Kristopher Haiden.
And look, hey, one thing, I'm gonna leave you with one more thing, man. I just want you to know, this didn't start out with the title. The title is honestly, it's kind of a second point, in my opinion. It would be nice to have. The first point is the fact that my best friend turned his back on us. And I have a point to prove to him, because he it upset me. It really did. It upset me the way he started reacting when he won the championship.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't stop thinking about it. So for all you people who think I'm the bad guy in this, stop pointing the finger at me, because it's Dean.
It's not, and you're hearing it from Kristopher Haiden. He's letting everybody know that this is a Dean Fleming situation, not a Kristopher Haiden situation, and this hopefully will ultimately be taken care of in the ring when we get up and going. So we'll keep everybody informed when that happens. Kristopher Haiden, thanks for spending a couple of minutes with us here on Bumps and Bruises with Sonny and Sir Mo. We'll check you later, my friend.
All right, man. Thanks. Oh, and hey, by the way, I saw that little video Sir Mo posted.
Yeah.
He might not. I'm pretty sure. He just admitted to possibly committing illegal activities. I don't know if he should do that or not.
See, there you go. Kristopher Haiden, just letting people know about what's going on. Thanks for your time, my friend. Have yourself a good Sunday afternoon. Say hi to the baby, and we'll check you next time, my friend.
All right. Thanks, Sonny.
He is Kristopher Haiden. Now, hey, listen, let me tell you something. This guy is not a pushover. Kristopher Haiden is one bad dude, by the way. And if you're not up and ready to go, that's going to be a huge situation for him. And said, keeping it going here on Bumps and Bruises with me, Sonny Clark. We are going to keep it going. And how are we going to keep it going? We're going to bring you a match. That's what we're being. Hey, it took Sonny a long time to get it figured out, but I got it figured out. Little technical difficulties a little bit earlier, but I think we're all in sync now. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring you a match that happened. Just this past last time we were at the Dallas Elks Lodge. And guys, I will tell you one thing. When I looked at this whole situation about what happened, I have to admit, I have gone back to SOAR Mania, and I was asking my question about this match. Now, being a commentator and also being a fan, I'm wondering how this match even happened. When that happened, I was like, well, what did he do to earn this? Now, before we get to the video, know that DAnthonee Price went through a fatal four-way, a four-way elimination match to get to this match that we're going to see here to review before we bring in our next guest. That haven't been said. Enjoy the video. Enjoy the match. This is Mr. Wobble and DAnthonee Price. Take a look at this. Enjoy. Woo! I had to run back. Well, okay, that was an exaggeration. I don't run anywhere, and if you see me running, you better run. Had to get a soda, little ginger ale Canada Dry thing going on here. Second half of Sword Mania, the aftermath. All right, we're going to bring him back. He won the gauntlet match to earn. I'd say, and I didn't know they were going to do this right away.
You should pay attention.
I should. It was right there on the board. I missed it. Whoever won this one would get the opportunity against Mr. Wobble, Jay Stong. But there he is, DAnthonee Price. Listen, you can say whatever you want about him, and I've had some words about it, but if you go through three guys, regardless how it happens, whether you win fairly or not, you've done something. And against the three that he went up against, it was pretty damn impressive. But
yeah, I mean, Dusty Gold, he had Tommy Bolton, and then he had, who did he have last?
Mr. B.
And Mr. B.
Mr. B, most impressive one, I think, in reality. What's he wearing? This guy's wearing a Mr. Wobble t-shirt.
I can relate.
Well, it's obviously a shoot. But it is that time.
Yeah.
He's ready.
Yeah. You can't do it.
Just like your shirt says. The video was not working.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to.
You did great, though. You tried. But like you said, what's your shirt say?
Don't blame the sound guy.
Yeah, don't blame the sound guy. There he is, your Sword Junior Heavyweight Champion. It is Mr. Wobble. Oh, look at that big old bandage right up on the noggin. Thanks to DAnthonee Price. He's in there quick and forget it. There's the setup, and Jay Stong immediately on Price, looking for a little payback if he got the chance to see it on social media. It wasn't a very nice meeting between these two. Here comes the cover. 1, 2, kick out by Price. And Mr. Wobble is on top of Price, and bailing out on the bottom rope is Price. He's trying to gain some, and this is a smart move here by Price.
Smart move, but I mean, let's face it, he got jumped at the beginning of the match. I mean, that's not fair.
Well, that was obviously
that's damn near a hate crime.
That was what did you just say? Did you say what I think you said?
Yeah, that was a hate crime.
That was awful.
We had promised a wobble. We got a hate crime.
Unbelievable. Little retribution coming from Mr. Wobble. If you get the opportunity to check it out, it was disgusting, and he deserved everything that he's getting right now. Here's the turnaround into the post. Mr. Wobble actually went around it and came back and got the foot right to the face of DAnthonee Price. Breaking the count is Mr. Wobble.
Once again, DAnthonee Price, I mean, he's winded. He's had 3 other matches. You know, unfairly, I must add. I mean, he should have already had that shot for the title tonight. Mm-hmm. He had to fight for it, which he shouldn't have had to.
Mm-hmm. Yep, starting the excuses here is one train.
I'm just saying what he would be saying.
Making excuses. Exactly. Thanks for making my point. I appreciate it, Trey. Oh, turn it around is Price, putting Mr. Wobble right there on the apron, and right now in command is Price.
I mean, first of all, didn't Mr. Wobble suffer a concussion?
Well, are you trying to say he's not medically
He
cleared
probably
here
shouldn't
tonight?
have cleared to fit.
Probably shouldn't.
So honestly, our new owner just step in right now, strip him of the title, and give it to DAnthonee Price.
Well, first of all, he's got the champion's advantage. He isn't going to strip it if he gets pulled because of injury like that.
Sure he would.
No, not at all.
He chose to enter the ring, but he should be pulled because of medical reasons.
And that's right.
And the title should be given right to DAnthonee Price.
Wait, what's this?
Telling him to move out the way.
See, now he set this up earlier in the night. We saw this, Mr. Wobble. He's having all the fans move out of the way. This is amazing. I've never seen this. It's like the parting of the Red Sea right there.
Well, all that for nothing.
It was. He faked everybody out. I think he was trying to send a message. And there's Price.
There you go. Look at Wobble.
He's in there mocking him, and then he gets a half a count.
Dude. Mr. Wobble, DAnthonee Price. I can see it now. It's a wobble I can get behind.
Wobble coming back. Wobble. There's the reversal by Price. Sending Wobble in. Up and over is Mr. Wobble waiting for Price. Missing on the rabbit punch try. And getting him right there in the headlock is Mr. Wobble.
I will say this for Mr. Wobble. I'm digging the killer instincts. You don't see a lot of these days with him. Because he'd rather just be dancing in the ring.
Oh, and Price gets him on his shoulder, drops him on that second turnbuckle. Here's the cover. Almost.
Come on, referee.
2 count by Bones.
Come on, referee.
Mr. Wobble feeling the effects from the other night on the social media post. If you go see it, don't get too disgusted. I know I was. Then we got a suspension from, and he hit Mr. Wobble right on that injured spot on his forehead. Oh, and a stomp right to the knee, and then knee right to the face. 1, 2, kick out by your champion. Wait, there's your 3 count, right?
All right, new champion. This bull's undefeated.
Oh, goodness.
First guy to have his shoulders not really pinned, but he'll lose the belt.
All right, Price right in the middle. You just cracked me up.
Where's my hot dog, bro? You probably have a ginger ale. You bring
the Vanilla Gorilla. I thought had that assignment tonight.
No.
No, you made him mad, is what you did.
I did not make him mad.
He was like, "What am I? Am I your waiter here tonight?"
No, he didn't say that.
He walked right away.
He walked up and said, "Boss, I'm so sorry."
Oh yeah,
I got to spend him with pay.
Yeah, that's exactly what he said. Not. Back into the ring, Mr. Wobble and Price trading forearm smashes, then a kick right to the gut to Wobble. Price with, oh, wow. That was a roundhouse right up on that. It's right up on that bandage area. On the bottom rope, Price has Wobble taking it to that 4 count for the 5. Came in by Bones. Price right now just measuring them. Waiting, and he's counting with him, so he's well aware of what he's doing. And he has to be careful not to get disqualified here. He's got the biggest opportunity of his young career right now as Mr. Wobble takes it, turns it around. The chin is rocked by Price. Mr. Wobble with the shoulder tackle, looking for another one, gets it. Now he's just waiting for Price to get up, just measuring him. There's this wild swing miss. Pick up. Oh, dropped him right up on his back. And that's why I think he's, he went up and went down. 2 below, shot by Price. 1, 2, kick out by
He won't be Wobble anytime soon, that's for sure.
That will definitely take the wobble out of you. Good. And a temper tantrum from Price.
He just psyched himself up.
Is that what it is? Sure
Exactly.
looks like a temper tantrum to me.
We all do it in our own different ways.
That's a good point, Trey. You do it in, well, I'll just leave that away. But it's what it is. Here's Price just measuring him, and it's not having an effect on Wobble right now.
Oh, hell, he's wobbling up.
Yeah, he's wobbled all the way back to it, and he spit right the hand and right across the face. Wobble, oh, jeez. Almost took Price's out. He's saying, hit me right
See,
here.
watch this.
Oh.
That's exactly what Dean Fleming should have did to me.
Well, I will tell you, I was begging Dean Fleming to give you 1 or 2, maybe.
Obviously, he's not going to do it. He knows I'd whip him.
Oh, is that what it is that he would
Listen,
you would whip
if
him?
I wanted to come back and win the Super Heavyweight title, I can do it in an instant if I wanted to.
Sure. I love me some Trey Mack. Oh, double smack to the chest. And Mr. Wobble enjoying what's going on right now. You're right. This is a different Wobble. Price coming back with a kick right to the gut, and then a kick. Oh, they just stopped and slapped it. It's a slapping affair. And then, Mr. Wobble.
Stop and a slap and a kick. And
yes.
How about some wrestling?
Well, it's part of the grand plan.
It comes eventually, right?
Yeah, grand plan. Inside, wow, nice kick. And holding him up on the middle rope is Mr. Wobble, setting him up. Oh, sweet shades of Christian. Holy smoke. Off of the second rope.
But smart move by Price. He rolled out of the ring.
Absolutely. He could have got that 3 count. Could have retained there. But Mr. Wobble could not keep him in the ring. Out on the hit. Remember, no mats on these floors. And Price hit pretty darn hard coming out, trying to save his opportunity to earn the Junior Heavyweight Championship here tonight at the Dallas Elks Lodge.
Price need to regroup, though.
It is. A lot of time on the outside gets you an opportunity to get the oxygen, and Price with the shot to Mr. Wobble right in the face. Mr. Wobble is feeling that. Now he's trying to get Price back in there. Oh. The bandage is off. And now Price in the middle of the ring. Wobble just gonna measure him right now. Standing over his back. Oh, look at that. That nice bruise and cut right on Wobble's top of his head. Price now being set up. Oh, wow. And a drop flapjack.
That's not good.
That was not good for Price.
It's over.
It might be over. There's Wob 1, 2, and wow. Still life into Price. I thought that was over. Was over.
This kid's got a lot of heart.
He does. I'll give it that. Right out of the Bumps and Bruises Academy is one DAnthonee Price, and he's trying to make his name at Mr. Wobble's expense. Mr. Wobble in control right now. Looks like he's going to try to set him up again for that same move. Setting him up. Flapjack down.
Another one.
2. And that will probably do it. 1, 2. And another kick out by Price.
Wait a minute. Here comes Prince Adam.
What is he doing out here? This guy has no business out here. Setting him up as Wobble, putting him down in the middle of the ring. And Bones, you need to do the 1, 2, 3. He's distracting him from the 1, 2, 3. And Adams out here having Jay Stong's attention. This is not good. There's the henchman on the other side as well. Watch out for this. Price now just measuring him. He is just getting ready for the turnaround. And there it is. Oh, what? Hey, wait, that was...
What a solid shot by
No, not like this.
We have a new champion.
Not like this. Holy smoke. He had the brass knucks. Bones, open your eyes. Holy smoke. That was nonsense. That was nonsense.
Wait a minute. What is this guy doing?
Who is this?
That's Jason.
Oh, look at him shaking his head. And taking the belt is one Jason Maldonado.
What is going on here?
He is
We have a new champion. What are we doing?
He is saying, the brass nuts.
He won it fair and square.
Won it fair and square.
There's no replay in wrestling.
Did you not see the brass nuts back into the top?
Did the referee see it? That's the bottom line.
Well, one thing you can't do is let the owner see it. Disqualification. Right call. That is the right call.
That's not right.
That is exactly right. Mr. Wobble can't even enjoy.
Oh, there we go.
He is out. Wait, did he just push the owner
That's
of
frustration.
Sword Championship Wrestling?
That's just frustration.
Frustration, inexcusable frustration. What? This is nonsense. Absolute nonsense. Get him out of here.
He is the rightful owner of that title.
The rightful owner of my behind. That was taken away.
Wait a minute,
Wait. Oh,
We're
this
not
is not
done
good.
yet.
Wait.
Oh,
Steel chair.
Yes.
What is this?
It's a chair on its last leg.
And setting him up. Oh, this.
Yes.
Jason needs to
Do
get
it.
in there. Stop
Do
it.
it.
Oh,
Wait.
turn it around. Kick right
Wait a
to the
minute.
face.
Get out of there, Price.
And now, who has the chair now? What? Jay Strong, not interested. Has that steel chair, and he's got bad intentions too.
This is going too far.
It's going too far, but it was okay for him to put the
was
chair in the middle.
This is
he
not
pops
right.
him right in the back.
This is not
He
right.
has lost it. I thought this was the Mr. Wobble you like.
In the ring, sure. Outside the ring, not so much.
There we go. So you got at that. What happened just the last time we were at the Dallas Elks Lodge? And of course, some people not very interested in the call that happened out there. Of course, one Trey Mack talking quite a bit over there as well. But that being said, we are going to go ahead and bring him on in. The former junior heavyweight champion, rightfully so, junior heavyweight champion, DAnthonee Price. Welcome into Bumps and Bruises, my friend.
No, thank you for having me. It's time to get my voice out there for everybody to hear me, because everything that happened that night was a tragedy.
It was a tragedy that you got caught breaking the rules by the one person that it matters. Is that what you're saying, or you're saying that he should not have bumped his nose into your business? What are you actually saying there?
Well, I won fair and square. Bones count 1, 2, 3. That was it. In other sports, you don't see the owners coming down if something was miscalled, correct?
Well, I've seen it before. Sometimes that has happened. It does not happen a lot. Normally, the referee's decision is final. I get what you're saying.
Well, in that situation, the referee's decision should have been final. So I had to take this under consideration. I talked to my attorney about it. Me and my attorney went to a judge, Judge Mathis, actually. Went to Judge Mathis, and we got this paper right here that we sent to Sir Mo and Jason. And pretty much just stating that Bones' decision after the 3 count makes me the junior heavyweight champion. So,
interestingly, you know what? That's a very interesting document that you may have. And before you say, let's see what one owner, Jason Maldonado, has to say about it. Jason, I don't know. Did you receive that document from a actual process server, handed it in your hand and said, you've been served?
No, never happened, man.
I didn't think so. It was something that I thought was there. Now you saw what happened in the whole situation, and you know what? We might as well just bring up. I just lost him. Hopefully, he'll get back up on air. I was going to bring in the Summit. Jaso Say he was there, and I just lost him. But let's ask Jason Maldonado that whole situation. Wait, there he is. Let me bring back in the Summit. There's the Summit. Now we got all three of you together to talk about the situation.
What's up, boss man? What's up, boss man? You have a lot to say on Facebook, but now let's see what you have to say right now, boss man.
Well, hold on.
Yeah.
Now let's take a step back on the reason why we got all three of you. You go back, and it's about a week before the last time we were at the Dallas Elks Lodge. We saw a heinous attack on the SOAR junior heavyweight champion, that being Mr. Wobble, and that heinous attack happened at your hands there, the Summit. So what do you got to say about that whole situation, both the DAnthonee Price and the Summit? What's your excuse for that situation?
Well, we're tired of being disrespected by SOAR management. So they laughed at us whenever I offered. I just wanted to make sense of everything. I wanted to show that everybody that kissing babies and kissing ass doesn't get you anywhere. They disrespected us. They laughed at us. So we took the matter into our own hands.
I get that. But weren't you in a match earlier at SOAR Mania where you were in a fatal four-way and you were unable to get the job done? So you're talking about being disrespected. You know, AJ the Future has a opportunity to say that he was disrespected. You were pinned on a 1, 2, 3. What makes you think that you earned that right to be in line for Mr. Wobble's junior heavyweight championship?
I have a question. Sonny, whose side are you on, bro?
I'm just bringing up the facts, man.
No, it sounds like this is very one-sided, bro. Like,
are you bringing up the truth, man?
Wait, hold on a second. Are you impartial or are you on someone's side, Sonny? Just answer that question real quick.
Listen, I'm only using my observation on what I've seen, and that is exactly what I've seen. So why are you dodging the questions then? That's
because what I've seen is I've seen a lot of disrespect. I've seen a lot of people out here get a lot, while me and DAnthonee get so little. All we asked is that they give him a shot. We give him a shot, people start ignoring us. Then Wobble wants to open up his big mouth. So guess what? We shut it for him. And all of a sudden, we're the bad guys? Nah, it's them that are the bad guys. If they would have given us an opportunity in the first place, Wobble would have never got beat up. Simple.
Well, that goes back to my question then. What makes you think that he should have the shot for Mr. Wobble's title when he did not even win? If anybody, it should, if you want to play fair and be cool about the whole thing, the Young Dragons champion should really have the first opportunity at Mr. Wobble. Wouldn't you think there, Mr. Price?
Look, the Young Dragons championship is irrelevant to me. I should have never been in the match. Congratulations to Damian Daystar. He did earn that. He won fair and square. He did. That's not what I'm after. I'm not after to be a Young Dragons champion. Me and Big Jace, we're not after Damian Daystar. We're after most top 4, which happens to be one of them has to be Mr. Wobble. And the other 3 you already know, Nay, Dean, Kerwin, all they do is kiss ass. That's why all of them are champions. That's why all of them
the Silver Spoon Crew. Silver Spoon Crew.
Exactly. That's exactly what they are.
The Silver Spoon Crew, man. Simple.
Well, let's see what one of the owners has to say. Jason Maldonado, you heard the accusations. You heard what they were saying. What's your response?
Man, okay. First off, you guys complain about not getting anything. Jace, I gave you a 30-day vacation, bro.
Nah, you screwed me. That's what you did, bro. 30 That's what you did.
Vacation,
right. Okay, cool,
Bahamas, everything.
Yeah, making the most of my time spent in it.
And Price, man, you're delusional. I keep telling you that you're delusional, man. I gave you the opportunity to earn your spot there, and you did it. And congrats. But you had to go and cheat to beat Mr. Wobble. So, I mean, you tell me how that makes sense.
What makes sense is that the referee.
Oh yeah, and the referee's probably in on it too.
The referee didn't see nothing happen. But see, nobody was stopping the matches when Dean was cheating to win championships. Now was that? He's
got a point. So, hey, Jason, he has got a point because you can go back in the archives and say that I'm going to stand behind DAnthonee. I'm going to ask you what made this situation something to where management had to step out and make a decision and take the belt away in similar situations where the officials' decision stood.
There's new management. Simple as that.
Hey, I bet you any money, if AJ had done the same thing, he would still be the junior heavyweight champion right now. And tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong.
AJ's already been the junior heavyweight champion.
No, but I bet you any money if he won the same way that DAnthonee did, you wouldn't take the belt away from him. You know you wouldn't.
Nah.
And tell me come on, you're lying, bro. Tell me you wouldn't do that, bro.
He's not going to say it, but listen, I'm going to interject here because Mr. Jason Maldonado is not going to say what I'm going to say because at the last event over at the Dallas Elks Lodge, there was one person that was not really, he was there, but was not really working that night. And that was one AJ. And what it ended up happening, there was a situation where Mr. Maldonado put him on the sideline because of certain situation. So I will tell you from what I know and from what I've seen, that was the situation. So I think if the situation was reversed and it was AJ, he probably would have done the same thing. It looks like 100%. Jason Maldonado's trying to do the right thing. Wouldn't you say, Jason?
100%.
That is not true. 100% false. I'm telling you, we haven't seen the situation happen, so you don't know it would happen. And I'm telling you, I am telling you without a doubt, shadow of doubt, because we've seen the Silver Spoon crew, we've seen the treatment that they get. So how are you going to tell us? How are you going to doubt my experience, Sonny? And also you, Jason, how are you going to doubt our experience? Huh?
Well, I think the question would be, let's just go right to it, Chase. Okay, who do you want next? Who's on your hit list? What's next? You talked about the top 5 or the top 4. Are one of those top 4 on your list right there?
Look, my list is anybody who gets better treatment than Jace, you're on the list. Also, Mr. Maldonado, after all of your comments, bro, you're on the list too. And he said to me, what did he say? He said something about like how if I keep on disrespecting him, I'm going to be on mock duty. Well, let me understand. I'm dangerous for a mock too. You understand? But from a wrestler, I'm a bad man. So yeah, don't try and test me, bro. Because guess what? If we come face to face, you're going to find problems.
Okay, then let's go up to DAnthonee Price. Do you have any? Are you still focused in on Mr. Wobble? And then I got to add one question on top of that. If it is Mr. Wobble, what makes you think that you should be in line yet again? Because you got the 1, 2, 3 illegally, or do you think you should be in line for the Junior Heavyweight Championship right now?
Well, like I said, Judge Mathis, he did sign this paper. It's coming your way, Jason. You get ready. It's coming your way. It's coming your way too. And I'm going to let you know. See, I'm not worried about Wobble anymore because the paper says it itself. I am the junior heavyweight champion. So,
correct.
Just to show everybody who's the new champion around here.
Yeah, I love it.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me just show y'all real quick. Right here,
that's my
new junior heavyweight championship.
Hey, what are you doing?
Where'd you get that out of a bubblegum machine? What the hell is that?
It's all real.
What you talking about, bro?
Junior heavyweight champion. So as far as most top 4 goes, we are down 1. Now we got 3 more left.
Jason Maldonado, you see the belt. I mean, like I said, it looks like you got it out of a bubblegum machine. I don't know where he ends up getting this.
I'm
is
done
that
with
a championship right there?
This is a real championship. I'm done with Wobble.
Justice is served.
It's done.
Christ. Are you sure you don't have the virus, man? Is that what's going on, man?
This guy, bro.
What is this, man? Come on.
What is wrong with this guy?
The thing about it is, Wobble's a fake champion. Wobble's a fake superhero. I am real. Jace, he's real.
He's a real oversized looking mug.
He's real. And the thing about it is, Trey Mack said it himself. He said it himself. What's going on right now is a hate crime. Two black men.
Hold on, you got to remember where that's
It
coming
is
from.
a hate crime, bro.
In his own mind, Trey Mack. So that being said, you having Trey Mack on your side, I don't think that really gives you a lot of favor. But the point is well taken. So you got this fake championship on your shoulder.
Wait,
hold on a second, Sonny. Sonny, whose side are you on, bro? Because I don't like that word fake championship. It's a real championship.
Because I know who the championship, who owns the championship.
Who's the champ?
Right now.
Who got pinned 1, 2, 3?
I'm the new.
Yeah, I get it, but officially right now, the holder of the junior heavyweight championship is Mr. Wobble J. Stone. Now, you want to go ahead and put this on your shoulder? Hey, I can put a belt on my shoulder. It don't make me a champion until I
Hold
get
on a second. Officially,
right?
DAnthonee Price pinned that man 1, 2, 3. And he got his hand raised. That's the official champion. Wobble didn't do that. Wobble got given the belt back, like he's been given everything in his life because he's Silver Spoon Crew. So when you see a miscarriage of justice, that's what happened here. That's what Jason Maldonado did. Now, Jason, you see the whatever you want to call that. I mean, I have a fake belt too, but I mean, I guess I got to ask, what's in store for these two? Do you have anything ready for the summon himself, Jay Sose? And also, how about a little bit of DAnthonee Price? What's next in the works for them?
Well, we'll figure out what's going to go on because right now with this whole global epidemic thing we got, it's kind of a sad situation, kind of putting everything on hold as far as all of us getting together. But that's I don't know anything about this championship he's got, man. That's
it's real.
I didn't put no money out for that.
Nah, it's real.
Paperwork's on its way.
It's real silly is what it is. It's real silly.
Just from a processor.
Does it make noise too?
Texas
Does it play
and
music and spin around and all that stuff too?
It makes noise when it goes inside any of those top fours heads. I'll tell you that.
Did you get it at Walmart?
Oh, no.
You got it at Walmart in toy section.
Yeah, no, not there, not at all. This is very real. I am real. Jace, he's real.
Well, you can get those belts made. They're quite expensive, so maybe it wasn't a gumball machine that he got it out, but he had to pay for the fake one. If you want a WWE one, you can have one of those as well. It will be interesting to see what that Judge Mathis has to say.
Congratulate my man. Look, Sonny, congratulate my man for being the champion. That's all you have to do, bro.
I can't do that because he's not the champion. Now
he is the champion.
He could be the champion in his own mind. That's fine. He could be that. But something tells me, Jason, that, this story isn't over yet. And I'm sure Jay Stong has something to say. Oh, which, by the way, come next week, you'll hear from Jay Stong because he's going to be right here on Bumps and Bruises. He'll answer to this as well, I'm sure, since you sprung this on us. And so we'll have him on next time and see what he says. So any parting words there, DAnthonee Price, regarding your championship and your championship opportunity to get a real one?
Well, I am the real champion. I'm the real junior heavyweight champion. And as far as I'm concerned, I don't really give a damn what Wobble has to say. He got pinned. 1, 2, 3. Fair and square. I beat him all by myself. They suspended my boy, Big Jace. I did it all by myself. I went through a gauntlet match. What else do I have to prove to anybody?
Well, I'll tell you.
You barely made it through a gauntlet match.
You barely made, Jason, but you won it fair and square. I'll give you that all day long. The way that you tried to take the championship away from Mr. Wobble, some people say that's a judgment of your character. So that being said, now, coming off a suspension, the summit, Jason, any words for the summit? I mean, what's the plan for the summit after his suspension, or have you not gotten that far yet?
Hey, my plan right now is to talk to Mr. Maldonado in person. He's lucky the coronavirus happened because that's the least of his problems, and I'm going to cause havoc. And anybody who messes with my boy, they're going to get it too. You understand? I don't like people talking too much about my boy don't deserve the championship. I don't like people disrespecting me or him. And that's what this whole thing is about. It's about disrespect. If people had respect, none of this would happen. It's not our fault. It's Saw Management's fault. It's Jason Maldonado's fault. It's Bobby Horn's fault. It's everybody who's disrespected us fault. Jay Stone, you wouldn't have got that if you wasn't part of the Silver Spoon crew. So guess what? If you leave the crew, you don't get beat up again. You called DAnthonee Price where he rightfully is, the junior heavyweight champion. You don't get beat up again. You understand? So guess what? I'm putting this out there for everybody. It's all on you. You give us respect, we don't cause problems. But if you get problems, it's because you didn't give us respect. So it's all your fault. Not our fault, your fault. You're the problem, not us.
That being said, let's bring back in the owner, and I'll bring him right up. Jason, before we kind of lost your connection, but we got you back. So I guess the question is do you have anything planned right now for the summit coming off of his suspension?
Not really. He hadn't done anything to earn it, man. I seen him beat up Mr. Wobble. And that's about it. He doesn't even, he can't even stand up for himself, man. I've been shooting shots at him all this time since everybody's been on quarantine on Facebook just to get something out of him. And he ain't showing me nothing. You got to show the Sore Management something if you want to make it. That's as simple as that. I put DAnthonee Price in a gauntlet match. He barely made it through, but he made it through. So he got his shot, but he couldn't even. He tried to cheat. He couldn't even get that right. So that's where that's at, man. And he comes up with a fake championship. Okay.
Yeah. Definitely the situation there. We'll find out about that championship. We will probably hear from Sir Mo regarding what has happened here and this belt that we actually see. I'm sure Sir Mo's going to have something to say about it as well. And we'll bring that to you next week as well. We'll also bring in Mr. Wobble. I'd like to thank the owners of Sore Championship Wrestling for joining us here on Bumps and Bruises. Thanks for joining us, Jason.
Oh yeah, man. Thanks for having me. It was a good time. I appreciate it.
Definitely, and we'll check in with him. So I'm going to give the final words here. Bring back in Jace. Jace, any final words before we let you go, my friend?
Yeah, I heard what Maldonado had to say, and let me tell you something right now, man. I don't do all that jigging and jiving on Facebook, bruv. If you got a problem, you come talk to me face to face, because I told you, from a wrestler, I'm a bad man, bruv. So if you want to hear anything from me, you come hear it from my face. But guess what, though? I got plans for you. You don't have to have plans for me. I got plans for you, bruv. So that's all.
Interestingly enough, and let's hear from the
junior heavyweight champion.
Yeah, okay. Let's hear from him. Your final words here before we're out of here, my friend.
Final words. Sonny, everybody's going to show me respect. Not only me, but Jason. If you haven't seen what's going on, the climate is changing in Sore Championship Wrestling. There's a lot of people that are tired of being disrespected around here, tired of these silver spoon guys running Sore. So we're here to take over. As far as Wobble concerned is, I'm not worried about him. He's the fake junior heavyweight champion. I'm the real heavyweight champion. And come April 18th, I'll defend this championship. I'll have an open challenge out for anybody. So come on. I'm ready.
Well, there you go. Just to let everybody know, according to Trey Mack, he is going to be on Offshoots Live. So that if and when we get that going, get us back over at the Dallas Elks Lodge. These two gentlemen, along with Jason Maldonado, thanks for joining us. Now, guys, we do have a surprise here. I wouldn't be Sonny unless I had a surprise. And guys, one thing that I do know, as far as me being involved with Sore Championship Wrestling, has been an honor. And I've seen a lot of things, and I've been able to get the opportunity to do a lot of things that a lot of people don't get that opportunity to do. So that being said, when I joined back and got involved, there were some great matches going on. So as a bonus here on Bumps and Bruises, I'm going to bring you a great match. A match that when I saw it and we were calling it, I was completely amazed about the situation and who was involved with it. Shane Taylor Shane Taylor was with Sword Championship Wrestling before he got the call up over to Ring of Honor. And guys, the battling back and forth for the championship, it continued on. Guys, enjoy this because this don't get very much better as far as, you know, checking it out. I'm glad we were able to get it. I'm glad we're able to bring it to you. Enjoy this one. It's Shane Taylor here at Sword Championship Wrestling. And where's my volume? We'll try this one more time because I have volume set for this. All right, so hit there, hit that, and all right. There's the volume. This was working earlier. Oh, it's working. All right, there we go. Guys, sorry about that. I think it's working. Okay, it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to get this to go with Shane Taylor. Just to let everybody know, sometimes with what's going on, just to let everybody know, the reason why this is not flowing the way it's supposed to, lots of people on the internet really does mess up my system. Earlier, I did mess up. But, guys, next week, we're going to go ahead and we'll try to bring that match to you. It was a great match. But next week, we'll bring in Jay Stong, Mr. Wobble. He'll answer to this situation. I'm sure that we'll hear from Sir Mo regarding that whole situation as far as the championship. Who is the actual ownership? Did he actually get the served papers from a process server? Because that's the only way that'll end up working. And normally, you know, me being in the business of being a process server, you can't get a judgment until you're standing in front of the actual judge. So it should be really interesting to see how all that works out. We'll hear from Sir Mo J. Strong. Guys, next time, we will hopefully be able to get this all squared away. I'll try to get it up and try to edit some of this out and get it all and flowing together. And maybe I'll be able to bring in that Shane Taylor match. So for everybody involved, I am Sonny Clark, the hardest working man in sports radio. Thanks for joining us here on Bumps and Bruises with Sir Mo and Sonny. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.